So recently I was lucky enough to have one of my Instagram reels go viral, and as much as I hate that phrase and how much it means different things to different people, to me that's essentially what it was. It got 100 times more views than I would normally expect from one of my Instagram posts or reels to get, and also over a very short space of time as well. So that's why I'm using the phrase viral. I ended up getting 500,000 views on this reel in 1 week, which also got me 1,000 new subscribers in a week. Now, to some people that may not seem like a lot, but for a relatively small account like mine, that felt like a big amount, and it actually pushed me over the 10k mark, which I was very, very grateful for, and I definitely celebrated with a glass of wine or two. But in this video, I really wanted to go and dissect the reasons why I think that reel worked and what made it so popular, and I'm going to break it down into a strategy to help you understand how you can use Instagram Reels in your overall content marketing. Hi, if you are new here, my name is Anna from byrosanna.co.uk. I am a designer and online educator, and I share videos here on YouTube all about marketing, business, social media, productivity, all that good stuff. So if you like that kind of content, don't forget to click the subscribe button below and give this video a thumbs up while you're there too. So first of all, obviously Reels have been around now for I guess around 6 months or just under, and so we've had a bit of a chance to go through and experiment with different types of content. And maybe you've been thinking about creating reels, maybe you've been trying to create a few of your own, but you're not really sure what is actually going to work and be useful to your brand, because they can take a bit of time to set up. And as with any marketing activity, I always recommend that you know your goals, what you actually want to achieve with it, and whether it's actually working for your business before you start investing a decent amount of time into doing that content strategy. So as some of you know, I've got 2 different Instagram accounts. I've got my By Rosanna business account, and then I've got my personal lifestyle kind of travel blog Instagram account, which is the Instagram account that had this reel go viral on. And I've been testing out different types of content on both accounts. So I'm doing more educational style content on my By Rosanna account, and inspirational and aspirational travel based content, and some funny stuff as well on my travel Instagram account. And if you're like me and you spend a lot of time browsing through the Instagram platform and scrolling through reels yourself, you'll know that one of the most important things when you are creating a reel or when you're watching someone else's reel is that it has a hook, so that within the first few seconds you know whether you're actually going to continue watching this reel 15 or 30 seconds long, or whether you're just going to scroll past and watch the next one in your feed. So a hook is really important, but I understand that it can be quite difficult to come up with new and fresh ideas that are always going to hook people in. And this is where my biggest tip comes in, which is browse through the Reels platform and actually scroll through and try and understand what trends are happening at the moment. You'll notice that people use a lot of the same sounds, so you might hear the same pieces of audio being played over and over in different reels as you're scrolling through, and that just means that it's a popular trend that people are doing at the moment, and you can absolutely go and use that in your own way as well. And this is what I did with my viral reel. Basically scrolled through, I found something that I liked the look of, that entertained me, that was aspirational to me, and that I saw a few people doing their own versions of. And then I thought, okay, I want to do this on my account, but I want to really tailor it to my target audience so that it's relevant to them and it's relevant to the type of content that I actually post on my platform. I think the biggest mistake that you can make with Reels and TikToks as well is by creating something that is maybe trending, or you've seen other people do and it's funny and it's entertaining, and or it's aspirational and it looks really cool, but not actually thinking about how you can bring it back to your audience and how to make it relevant to them. Because while you may get a lot of views on that reel and lots of engagement and comments on that particular reel that you've made, that's all very nice, but it doesn't really help with your business or help with your goals for growth on Instagram or help with anything else. Those people, if they then go from that reel, which is about something funny and entertaining, but then go onto your account and you post a completely different type of content that's really not actually that closely related to that reel, then they're not going to make that step from just someone that's watched your reels to an actual follower, which is ideally what you want to be doing. You want to be converting as many of those views and engagements on that reel as possible into followers on your account, so that people can stay up to date with your content, and then you can achieve your other goals, like getting them onto your email newsletter list or selling to them, or whatever your goals may be. So you want to make sure that you're not just chasing views and engagements on reels and just trying to use trending topics and trending sounds to create something that's entertaining for a second. Unless you really just enjoy reels and you've got a lot of spare time and you just want to do that out of fun, most of us as business owners, we really want to be making sure that everything we're doing in our marketing has a purpose and it's leading back to a goal somehow, because otherwise you're spending a lot of time and effort on something that may not be giving you the actual results that you want. So don't go chasing views and engagements on reels. You really want to be thinking about, okay, is this reel going to be something that people then come to my account and see that they're related and actually follow me from that? So on my personal kind of travel lifestyle account, I always try and think with any reels that I see and that I like the idea of, I think, okay, how can I bring this back to being Cornwall specific, which is the county where I live in the UK, and that's what my blog and my Instagram account is all about, really. There's some travel in there too, but it's mainly about what life is like living in Cornwall. And so I want to always think, how can I tie it back to that? And over on my business account, on my By Rosanna account, if I see a topic or a sound or whatever that is trending and that's really popular and that I think I could have a go at, I always want to be thinking, okay, how can I make this appeal to my target audience, which are creative freelancers? And how can I make sure that once they have finished watching the reel, they then come to my Instagram account and actually want to follow me afterwards? So these are my 2 key tips. Keep an eye on trending sounds and topics and recreate your own. This saves you from having to completely come up with something new and fresh and engaging that's going to hook people in, because that is tricky, especially when you're just starting out. And the other tip is to always keep your audience as your focus and your goals in mind when you are creating that reel. So now I want to give you some tips on actually creating those reels and coming up with those ideas. Now, I actually have a process for coming up with these ideas, and I want to show you that. I use Trello as my project management system for everything, creating content calendars, managing my design projects, you name it. I use it for absolutely everything, and I've got loads of tutorials and blog posts all about it as well. But just as a quick overview, this is my Cornish Life, which is my Instagram account, content ideas / calendar board. And then I just keep kind of blog post ideas, I keep stories ideas, and I also have a list in here for reels ideas. Now, if you want to learn how I actually create a content calendar that looks a little bit something like this, obviously a bit more in depth usually, then I do have a free 1-hour masterclass that talks you through exactly how I use Trello to do all of this and create a proper 30-day calendar. This is just kind of a basic overview of it because it's not my main business, so it's not as populated as my other content calendar on Trello, but definitely check out that masterclass if you're interested in learning how to use Trello for your content calendar and ideas capturing. Today I'm just going to specifically show you how I capture my Reels ideas. So you'll notice there are some ideas here listed in the Reels ideas list. What I'm going to do is head over to my phone and show you my process for collecting these ideas. So what I tend to do is just go onto the Reels app, and I'll basically be scrolling through, watching Reels, and then when I hear a sound or I see a trend or a topic that I think would be really good and I'd like to create my own version of it, what I do is I tap on the 3 dots icon at the bottom and click copy link. Then what I do is I open up the Trello app on my phone and I make sure that I am in my TCL content board that I just showed you on my desktop, and then I scroll along to Reels ideas and I basically add a new card for that idea. So I didn't even see what that Reels was when I was making an example, but I'm just going to add in a card here so that you can see on my phone. And then what I do is just paste in the link here into the card as well. And what that means is that when I'm going through and trying to work out my content ideas, what I want to be posting in the next week or so on Trello, I can just come and look back at this Trello board either on my phone or on my desktop and just see the ideas right there. And if I've forgotten specifically what one of those ideas was, I can just tap on the Instagram link and it will take me directly back there. So another thing you can do to save Reels is just tap the little bookmark icon at the bottom, and what this will do is it will just save it to your general saved list on your account, but it will just add it to the all posts section. It doesn't actually allow you to add it to a specific folder, so I don't find that useful because then I have to scroll through all of my saved things. You can also tap on the sound, so where it's showing the audio at the bottom, you can tap on that and it will give you the option to save the audio, and you can actually go back into your saved section on your account and see just saved audios. However, I have found in the past that this is quite buggy and it doesn't always save what I want. It doesn't always then let me go and use it. So it seems to be working at the moment, but sometimes it doesn't. So I prefer to have it all in a Trello board, and then I can access my ideas from anywhere when I'm planning my content as well. It also allows me to write notes of any ideas that I've got in the cards at the time. So it just gives you more control over how you want to remember and capture these ideas. Then what I'll do at the start of each week when I'm doing my overall content planning and looking at my content calendar and seeing what I actually want to post out during the week, then I will take a look on my inspiration list there of all my reels, see what I want to post and when, and then go and batch record these or batch put these together from video clips and images on my phone or on my computer. And I'll just set aside a couple of hours to actually put these together and then save them to my phone so that at the right time on the right day I can then just post them and I don't have to be doing that throughout the week. So I hope you found these tips helpful for creating your own reels. Fingers crossed one of yours goes viral as well, because I was so excited about it and I'm so pleased that it got me over that 10k mark finally. But I'd love to see what you come up with, so don't forget to leave me a comment below with a link to your favourite reel that you've created so that I can go and check it out. And also don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed this content. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you again next week with another video.